All right, this just in. The college football playoff won't be rescheduling the national semifinals next week. The CFP says that if any of the 4 playoff teams can't play because of COVID, they will forfeit the game and the available team will advance to the championship. And if a team can't play in the title game, the opponent will be named national champion. If both teams are out, then the championship will be vacated. Neither semifinal will be rescheduled, but the January 10th title game can be moved back as far as January 14th. This policy comes as Alabama assistant coaches Bill O'Brien and Doug Marrone tested positive, as well as Georgia quarterback JT Daniels and receiver George Pickens there. Of course, that statement we're talking about went in part in saying here, as we prepare for the playoff, it is wise and necessary to put into place additional precautions to protect those who will play and coach these games. It goes on to say these policies will better protect our students and staffs while providing clarity in the event of worst case scenario results there. Taking a look, of course, at those games that are set, of course, before the year ends. Alabama, Cincinnati, 1-4 in the Cotton Bowl, December 31st at 3:30. And then Michigan and Georgia the same day at 7:30 p.m. in the Orange Bowl down here in Miami, Florida.
COVID is going crazy, crazy, crazy. Yes, it is. So let's get the pleasantries out the way. So please be safe while you're around your family and friends for this holiday season. Of course, the numbers are rising above, and before Thanksgiving they rose. After Thanksgiving, and they're going to rise again now that everybody's getting together with family during Christmas, Hanukkah, Kwanzaa, or whatever it is you celebrate. Um, so please be mindful, take care of each other, be safe. And of course, New Year's is coming up, so there's going to be a lot of gatherings. So be safe, y'all. And I know is pretty much almost 2 years of dealing with COVID. But when it comes to how sports dealing with COVID, I mean, obviously you saw the clip, but I'll get into that in just a second. But it's just in general, COVID has changed sports because COVID is so ever changing and how you deal with it. Nothing is ever concrete in sports. Not right now. For the last 2 years, it hasn't been. So you may have a plan, and it can get ruined in a heartbeat. As you see, a lot of players in the NFL are testing positive for COVID. A lot of players in the NBA, hockey has already, paused their regular season for a few days, kind of let their COVID numbers come down a little bit, and it's going to affect college football. A couple of coaches from Alabama have caught COVID, as referred to in the clip. A couple of players, but this is nuts. Just to hear that clip and say, a team can advance to the semifinals of the college football playoff if they can't, you know, maintain the COVID numbers down to a certain extent. Texas A&M has already left the bowl game because they're short on bodies between injuries and COVID. They probably won't. They've already pulled out their bowl game. So when you're talking about college football playoff, 4 teams, you, you know, you know, if you ask me, this is the time that you want to lock down. You see the numbers going up and try to get as much of the NBA bubble atmosphere. The NBA did wonders with the bubble. You know, kept the players secluded in a certain area and everybody of the rest of the world out, and it worked. Maybe you need to adopt something of that nature right now because you don't want to be that team, especially Cincinnati, who's trying to shake that little talk about them of that they might not be able to hang with the big dogs like the Alabama Georgias. You know what I'm saying? So for them, I would definitely adopt a little bubble mentality because you want to make sure that not only is you at full strength, but you actually can put a team out to compete on the field. I mean, the NCAA just dropped these rules in the last 48 hours. You can forfeit a semifinal college football playoff game because of COVID. You can even give up the national championship game, forfeit that because of COVID. Imagine not not being able to compete for a national championship because of COVID. And if they're saying that neither team can field anything for a national championship, a vacated year, I mean that's astonishing, guys. So look, I get what they're trying to say about safety for the fans, players, and blah blah blah. But when you play the full regular season, conference championship games, bowl games have been going crazy the last few days. Why would you rob your fans of a national championship game? And to me it's very astonishing because the NCAA has always been about their money off the back of football. I'm trying to question how serious this is because the NCAA loves their money. They're saying the furthest they can push the game back is January 14th. Really? Are you sure? Because there's millions and millions of dollars left on the table, not in the NCAA's bank account, if there's no national championship game. So I'm really trying to see the real serious and how deep and how far the NCAA is willing to take it because of COVID. I'm of the belief that they will go by any means to make sure that they get 2 college football semifinal playoff games and 1 national championship football game. I don't buy it. There's no way they're going to leave that money on the table. I hope we don't get to that point. But I'm calling the NCAA's bluff. I don't believe that you're going to vacate a national championship game or have a team forfeit a national championship game. I don't buy it. I really don't. But we'll see. We will see. But again, everybody, please be safe out there. Take care of yourself. Stay healthy. I mean, shit's getting crazy, y'all. But y'all be good now. We here at IOW Sports, thank you for watching another Wild Card Mars quick wild rant. Follow us on all these social media platforms: Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and YouTube. Like, share, and subscribe. And we'll catch y'all later.
Johnny smoking haze in a blaze like I heat